You are my chocolate.
Lori Rock.
You're the only sugar in my tea.
Lori Rock.
You're the only honey in my beehive.
Lori Rock.
Hello viewers. Welcome to another exciting episode of Abovewhispers Conversations. My name is Kali Nuka and I am your moderator. And joining me today are my fantastic three.
My name is Omolola.
My name is Moreni Keji.
My name is Bodupe.
And today we will be discussing a very interesting topic today. And it is the famous Lori Rock chorus. I know some of you are laughing right now. Well, Lori Rock, meaning it's all lies. So there was a viral video of a preacher carrying his bell and ringing it and preaching about the false declarations of love and lies. And it was really funny. I've not said his exact words, but then all his admonitions end with Lori Rock, it's all lies. This inspired an online Lori Rock challenge, and it seemed quite timely because it was about the period of Valentine, February 14th, and it was so interesting. So Erelu Bisi-Fayemi got inspired to write about Lori Rock on the Loud Whispers column on Abovewhispers.com. Please follow us on Abovewhispers.com, and so you can check out the article Lori Rock as we dive into the conversation. Let's read an excerpt from the article. When I was answering one of the questions, I referred to the conventional wedding vows of for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer. And there was a refrain of for richer, oh. When I asked them why, they said that is what their pastors are telling them to claim now. That for richer, for poorer will never be their portion when they get married. Really? Lori Rock. I was also told that young women these days do not have time for poor young men anyways. They all want to jump on the bus, going to Ikoyi, where life is ready-made and sweet, and not Surulere, a life of patience and delayed gratification. I told the group that there are many young women who are quite happy to say yes to the proposals of struggling men, but such men should have something to offer. If you are just starting out in the world and you are kind, pleasant, hardworking and loving, I am sure that there are young women who will appreciate this and be prepared to board the Surulere bus with you. I did, and it has been an extremely fulfilling journey. If as a young man you are always in denial, disloyal, looking for shortcuts, lazy, living beyond your means just to show off, and wasting all opportunities that come your way, then you will attract the same shallow entities as yourself. Those whose first investment is not a piece of land or shares, but traces of bone-straight human hair. The Lori Rose will always attract the
Lori Rose.
Another theme that ran through the conversation I had with the young people was the obsession with the submission of women. I got at least 4 questions on this. Why is it so important to reduce a successful woman to a simpering, cowering shadow of herself so that she can be deemed virtuous and worthy enough to share a life with? Why do we need to confuse good breeding, politeness, respect, compassion with the desperate need for submission? Ladies, this is quite an interesting read. There is so much to talk about here. But then let's start with this love thing. Are you sure the word love, your opinion, has the word love, has it been bastardized in our time?
Is there any other word than bastardized? The word love has been bastardized. Used by anybody, for anybody. If you are meeting me on the street, this meeting, you are in love with me and I am in love with you. If we bought the same cab from this point to this point, 1 kilometer, you're already in love. And then you start to ask, what is love? The meaning of love. People don't even understand the meaning of love anymore. We think we mostly attribute it to infatuation. We attribute it to crushing on someone. There are two different things. You can have a crush on someone and may not love them. And then people attribute it to getting physical things and material things. Like buying me boost straight. Or at least if I want somebody that will buy me boost straight. For them, it is not, that's not what love is. Well, I understand that there can be exchange of gifts when we are in love. But love is not that exchange of gifts. Somebody can give you gifts and not love you. Can just give it, maybe out of their abundance of whatever. It may even be something they wanted to dispose of. And they just hand it over to you. And to think that love is about buying me iPhone 12 Pro Max. Like some people in the world of rituals now, you have people who are grooming, people who are they are buying clothes for grooming, cash cow for slaughter. And then would you say that's love? No, love is different. Love is commitment. Love is tolerance. Love is forgiveness. Love is saying we will weather this storm together no matter what comes.
You know, I'm not even bothered with your, because you seem, everything you've said seems to be targeted at mature people that know what they are doing. My grouse about this whole thing is little children that are shouting love up and down. I don't know what business a teenager has to be loving or to be playing in the field of love.
What are you loving?
And then they are not about. I saw a video recently. Teenagers in school uniform, pinafores, the boy proposing to the girl, and little rats around. Say yes. Will you keep quiet? I'm not supposed to be reading your exercise textbook. What is that?
So hilarious. But then, love is cheap. That's the reason why.
Affordable.
That's the word. Love is affordable.
No, it's cheap. If it's affordable, how can you
It's cheap. That's the word. Love is not cheap. I mean, and you can't blame them. When you watch some good pills and some miracles, there's no how you would not, butterflies would not be, in your belly, telling you what love is not. You misunderstanding that what love is. Now we've commonized love. That's become what everybody can pick up at any time. Love is compassion. It is forgiving. Just like Marenke said earlier, it is coming. See, love is you are seeing someone. The person is not where you want them to be, but you believe the best of that person. Love is supporting someone. See, if we keep on, and that comes to what we're watching, what we're exposed to these days. If we keep on watching all them Z1 and telenovelas now are they wrong? No, they're not wrong. They're entertainment, they're fictional. Yeah, they're fictional. But then when you rest your definition of love on these things, you just miss it. Exactly.
That's very true. The reality of love is quite different, than the butterflies. That's those initial feelings. The love has not yet been tested. So let's even talk about this issue of for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, or
for
some of our cases, for richer, for richer.
Yes.
How realistic is this for richer, for richer?
It is not realistic. See, life is as real as reality gets. Just like there are times and seasons for everything, there's a time to be born, there's a time to die and all of that. Life is in seasons. There will be rain in a season, there will be drought in a season, there will be harmattan in a season, there will be everything is seasonal. That's how life is. Everything cannot be rosy at all times. That is why I'm not exactly comfortable with the for richer, for richer. It's not even part of the vows anyway. I don't know whoever coined it. Yes, we are not saying that you will be poor or whatever it is, but I mean, do not just have so much grandiose ideas that you forget that your feet should be planted in reality too. Reality will happen, life will happen, things will happen. You will be broke. You will be broke to the point of broken. Trust me. Will you be willing to be committed to your vows? That is it. So it's not about for richer, for richer. Yes, you want to be rich, no problem, but have preparation in your mind that there will be times that you will be poor.
Oh my God, please, I want to say something. Say, I will say it too. I mean, there's this saying in Yoruba that Akumora ni now so lankwite
But you don't even have
which means that which means that I will use my mouth to attract good things to myself. So before the marriage comes, can't I make positive affirmations?
I mean,
no one is saying positive affirmations.
Can't I say that my poor is also rich? So say it's for richer, for richer. I feel you.
I understand. I understand the mindset, and I understand that. I understand the place of positive affirmations. We all want wonderful homes. We want our marriages to work. We want to live where we are right now, to move ahead. We want to be richer. We want to be healthier. But life happens, and that is the truth. There's no matter how well your plans, how solid your plans are, plans will fail. Do you have a plan B?
True.
That's what we are saying. That when life happens, are you prepared? Are you prepared for such situations? When your spouse falls ill, with the honest, people have cancer, people have terminal illnesses. Does it mean we dump them and move? That's what we are saying. When these things happen, nobody prays for them to happen, but they happen. True. When in-laws starts, will you be able to stay? And then we'll start to talk about children issues. People get married and over years they don't have children. Are you going to leave because of that? So this is the definition of the for better or worse.
And I'd like to add that, see, yes, for richer, I understand that. Yes, you like good things of life, but see, I think the angle where we should look at it from should not be the material things. The angle should be the prospects of the person. What is the prospect you are bringing to the table? What's the prospect of the person that is not the Ferrari he's driving now?
Yes.
That the person is driving a Volkswagen now does not mean that the person does not have funds to buy a Ferrari.
That's true.
But if we look at this person, if we remove everything from the person, the Ferraris and the dollars and everything, can the person replicate that quality that brought about that success? Can he replicate that success back to back to back if the circumstances change? That is what you should be looking at.
Yes. So please, so that means that my for richer, like you are bringing me to your category now, but I'll still not accept for richer for poorer. So that means I'm going to take it now as my for richer in prospects, right?
Yes.
My for richer in values.
True.
But then I still make my positive affirmations for richer.
Positive affirmations to make follow. Yes.
Quick actions.
Yes. Valid actions.
Positive affirmations.
And then what are you bringing to the table? Because
it's too important.
It's important. Can out of your belly can you what do you carry? What is in you? I hope you are not the person that
carry for richer
in bone straight above solid investment. So when these low times when they come, can you make money?
Yes.
Can you stand? Can you weather the storm?
Do you have values?
Yes.
There has to be a balance. Extremism it's bad. There has to be a balance. We have to face the reality of the things that actually happen in marriage, even though we expect good, but sometimes bad things happen. So let's talk about this issue of submission, because every time marriage comes up, submission must come up. So the woman is always preached to submit, but where is the place of the man? What is his own contribution to this submission equation?
The place of the man sadly got lost in the narrative of wanting to ensure that the woman is just subjected. Is not even submission, it's subservience. Suppression. Submission is there's nothing wrong with submission. That's the truth. There's nothing wrong with submission. Where there's mutual love, see, you do not antagonize the thing that your husband genuinely cares for you, watches your back, he does everything. You don't go out of it except if something has gone amiss in your head. You don't not submit to him.
Exactly.
So what if everybody responds to love? If you turn your garden way, it will sprout, it will blossom. If you love somebody, the person will respond, except if something is wired wrongly in the person. So why will you just want to choke? This you must subject, you must this, and the narrative is so much in our religious these things and everything. Who is preaching to the man who is love? We are tired. We don't learn. We don't do.
So the second
speak to our
the
women,
second
we
one
love
looks
us.
like it's one-sided, like submit to a woman, but then nobody's
You
really
know,
emphasizing that the man should love.
And you know the funny thing about it is the patriarchy in our society, you know, has a way of influencing culture, tradition, and religion
To terrorize the woman in the name of submission.
You claim that you want submission to a woman, whereas you are only terrorizing her. The woman is under laws of must. You must do this. You must do that. You must. There's no exception. There are no exceptions for the woman. You just have to do the things that needs to be done. The woman, the husband is the head of the family, but the woman is the prayer warrior. She's the fasting machine of the family.
So she's the breadwinner.
She's the breadwinner. She's the cook. She's the mother. She's the wife. She's the spouse. I mean, anytime the husband needs the wife, she must be available. There are not, you know, and the funny thing is you hear things like, "Mommy wa, Emma feeding daddy wow." That means, "Mommy wa, don't deny, don't deprive that."
Is mommy what you're talking of? On wedding day, when you are finished dancing your life out, then they will tell you,
wedding night.
don't take me there.
You know, everything is on the wife. The woman must always do this. The woman, the role of the home working out is dependent solely on the woman. No responsibility for the man.
Above all, she must submit.
She must. Yes. And you know, it makes me question situations when there are issues in the home. You find that when there are issues in the home and they will take it to religious leaders and, you know, societal leaders, the question asked is, what did she do? When they ask the man to, what did she do? What did the woman, what did you do? And I'm talking about the woman comes and says, slaps me, and you are asking you too, what did you do? The thing is, talk to the man also. Stop terrorizing the woman in the name of submission. Submission and terror, they are two different things.
Boss, you are beating her up and down. She's the breadwinner. She feeds you, she feeds your family, she feeds everyone. And then, what do you expect? She can't be submissive. And I don't even understand the definition of this submission that they keep mounting on women. Because you actually find that a lot of women are submissive. Even under those situations, they are still very submissive. But then they want the woman to keep quiet totally. You can't express yourself, you don't have an opinion, so it's not rocket science. If you show a woman love, you get submission in return. Women are willing to do anything. They will go to any length for a man that loves her.
So a woman now, like the thing is this, the truth about this is it is a balance. There's the part of submission, there's the part of love. And the funny thing is, both parties have to do both. One way or the other, both parties have to do both. So let's have final remarks from these wonderful ladies.
It's just as KG said, it's not rocket science. Please, enough of the sermons for the women. Help us to preach to our men too. Help us preach to our men. Help us teach them to love their wives too. It's a mutual thing, so
I'd like to say that if the spotlight is on a woman, please let it be. Don't attach her success to a man. If she doesn't have a man in her life, she can still be successful. And so when it's her turn to shine, just let her shine.
what I want to say is, see, love is not transaction. It is not in material things. And see, submission cannot be imposed. It can never be imposed. So love, submission is going to come first, and it's a mutual thing, just like Lola said.
So wonderful viewers, you've heard it all. We've talked about submission, we've talked about the true meaning of love. What are your views on all these things we've talked about? Are you for richer, for poorer? Or are you still for richer? You know, so all these things, we need to keep this conversation going. Share with your friends. We want to hear your opinions, and join us on the next episode of Abovewhispers Conversations. For now, we say bye.